Hey everyone, welcome to Info Learning. I'm really excited about the today's video because it's going to be the first brand new series where we'll talk about the career opportunities in IT sector for freshers and for non-IT graduates and even the people who had a career break and wanted to restart. And here is the best part: you don't need to know of coding to get started. Today, I'll introduce you a powerful career path called ERP Consulting. By the end of this video, you'll know what is ERP, why it is important, and why it's one of the best career choice for the beginners in IT and the non-IT graduates who wanted to switch their careers in IT and the people who had a career break. So for all of them, for all of these guys, this video is going to be help. Before starting, I just wanted to request all of you, please do subscribe and share this video with someone who might get benefit of this video. Okay, so let's get start now. Let's be real. When someone says IT career, the first thing that comes in mind is coding, and this scares a lot of people. Not everyone comes from computer science background. Many of you might have come have studied the mechanical, civil, electrical engineering, and some of you might have came from the commerce or even arts background, and many of you might have taken a career break due to some personal reasons. The good news is IT is not only about coding. The There are paths in IT where you don't need coding at all. One of the best of those paths is ERP consulting. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. The first question that comes in your mind, I guess, what is an ERP? So basically, ERP is nothing but it's enterprise resource planning. Don't worry about the big name. Let's understand it with simple terms. Okay, so basically, in so E stands for enterprise, and enterprise is nothing but you can take any company if you take any car manufacturing company. Okay, just wait, let me open. So E stands for enterprise, right? So enterprise is nothing but if you take any car manufacturing, you can take as Volvo, Tata, Tata Motors. If you take any kind of electrical electrical manufacturing, if you take any electrical manufacturing companies, let's take Asus, Dell. There are many other companies. Okay, I'm just giving a lame example. Okay, so ERP stands for basically ERP stands for enterprise resource planning. Okay, so enterprise resource planning is ERP, and in E is nothing but the enterprise, and enterprise is nothing but you can say any organization that comes. Okay, any organization. If you take any car manufacturing, Volvo, Tata Motors, or any electrical manufacturing, Asus, Dell. If you take any phone manufacturing, it comes in electrical only. So MI, iPhone, Samsung. So all the organizations is known as enterprise, and in one organization they'll have different departments. departments. Okay, these all are the basic terms I'm explaining. Like in any organization they'll have some different department, like purchase department, sales department, finance department, uh, production production department, uh, warehouse, or you can say inventory department, no, warehouse department, uh, HR department, and like this they are different departments. Okay, so any other departments also are available. So all these departments, like all these departments are called an organization. Okay, don't think that all these organizations are called an organization, and an organization is called enterprise. Okay, an organization is called enterprise. Okay, and R stands for resource. So resource is nothing but whatever the whatever the manpower power required, whatever the machines machines required, whatever the money required, whatever the materials, whatever the time or efforts required. So all this comes as your resource. Okay, like manpower is nothing but the worker, the employees, all the employees of different departments. Like if you see the purchase departments, whatever the manpower means, what all the purchase team who procure the raw materials. Sales department is nothing but the sales team who sell the product to the customer, and finance department is all the sales people, production people who assembles the products, warehouse department who stores the warehouse and delivers the product to the customer. HR department is known as is for payrolls and like all the HR activities. Okay, so like this, what all these all are the resources. Okay, and E and P is nothing but planning. So planning is very important. So managing these resources effectively, like for any organization, planning is very important to manage these resources effectively. Okay, that's what enterprise resource planning. And I know you didn't understand this. Okay, so let's take an example of mobile shop. Let's take an example. You have one mobile shop. Okay, this is what your enterprise. Okay, so in your mobile shop you have different departments, like you have your uh, purchase, you'll have your sales, and you'll have your, so you have one small re- finance. So you have your small mobile shop. Your mobile shop is very small mobile shop, and you have three mm, workers who are working in different departments. Like one is working in the purchase, the other guy is working in the sales department, and the third guy is working in the finance department. Okay, and uh, let's imagine, so one this purchase person, like one person is buying mobiles from suppliers. So he's buying mobiles, supplier, and this salesperson is like what this salesperson is doing is like he sells the products to customer. Okay, and the third person, the finance person, is like keeping track of your money. Okay, so this guy's keeping track of your money. And let's say if these three don't talk to each other, so what is going to happen? So the purchase guy made 100 mobiles. Okay, he bought 100 mobiles, but the sales guy don't know like currently how many stocks are available at the inventory. Okay, he don't know. And the finance guy don't know how much money is went out for like for supplier, out how much, and how much money is went in after these sales. So this third person, finance person, don't know, because these three different departments don't talk with each other. Like this scenario comes when before ERP in your organization you don't have P. So this thing is going to happen. So what will happen soon? Confusion will create, and they'll have wrong stocks. Like he has buying 100 mobiles, but he don't know how many mobiles are available, and he don't know the track of money, like how much went out and how much went in. So imagine the same problem, but not in a shop. Okay, in a huge company like now take a huge company like motor, or okay, now take this huge company like Tata Motor or Reliance, and as I told you, they'll have different departments only. Like they'll have, so they'll have thousands of employees, hundreds of departments like purchase, sales, production, finance, HR, supply chain, customer service. So if each departments work separately, the company will collapse. That's why company is needed a single system where all the departments are connected, and the single system is called ERP. Okay, they needed a single system, and that is nothing but the ERP. Okay, now you'll have a question like what is this, like I think now you'll have a question like what is mean by single system. So okay, regarding on this thing I'll explain you. Till now I hope you got a clarity what is mean by ERP, and in ERP what is mean by ER and P, and what are what are different departments will be available, and what happens in an organization without before an ERP, without any ERP, what the system will suffer. So single system, coming to the single system. So let's take an example on this thing, you take any WhatsApp group. Let's take your family WhatsApp group. Wait, okay. Okay, over this single system, I'm giving an example on this thing is let's take a family WhatsApp group. So in a family WhatsApp group, if a person posts anything, let's say someone has posted that they have bought some groceries or something in the group, so everyone in that family group immediately knows. So similarly in ERP, if a purchase team if a purchase team orders the raw materials, the production team uh, can see it, and if a sales makes a deal, the finance immediately sees the money flow, and if HR hires an employee, the payroll system is going to upload. So ERP is like a central brain that keeps everyone connected and informed. Now you'll have this question like, where do we fit, and who is this ERP consultant? Coming on this, think of ERP as a big machine, but every company is different. They have different ways of working. So company needs someone to set up ERP according to their needs. Uh, that someone is an ERP consultant. So if the finance team says we don't we want our account automate, then the consultant sets it up. If HR says we want payrolls inside ERP, the consultant configure it. If the purchase says we need supplier tracking, the consultant make it happen. In simple words, an ERP consultant is like a teacher plus guide plus problem solver who makes sure the company is using ERP in a best way. Okay, I'll give you another simple example. So if we take an example, like you take any ERP tools, like normally initially it comes as if we take an example between the cloth and Tyler type. Okay, like let's take any ERP compared to when you buy a new cloth for stitching. Okay, so the plain cloth, how it comes with, it will comes plain. You'll give this plain cloth to Tyler for stitching according to your size. Okay, so what the Tyler will do, he takes your measurement, and he uh, notes all your points, like how you want it. So he takes all your requirements, he understands your what is your requirement, and he stitches he stitches the cloth according to your size, and he gives you. That's the same thing is going to happen in any ERP. So initially all the ERP tools will come as a plain cloth. So for every business, they required a consultant. So these consultant, what they do, they understand the business requirement from the person who buys the product. Okay, they understand the requirement, and they configure the application according to their requirement. Okay, Now let's move to the next slide. Why ERP consulting is best career for beginners? I'm not saying for not only for beginners. If you take if you are a non-IT person and wanted to switch, ERP consulting is best. And if you are a person who has a career break, for you also ERP consulting is the best way. Why I'm not saying, because now I'll tell you. See, first thing is no coding needed. Like, you don't need to be a programmer. You just need to understand how the business process work. Okay, how the business process works. You just need to understand that thing. Now you'll have a doubt, like, what is business process? How would I know that? Okay, I'll first go to this. Yeah, yeah. As I told you just now, as I told you, any uh, e- ERP tool that comes as a flow, and ERP implementation, or you might or any ERP. So as a any product that comes as a plain product, you have what you have to do. You have to configure configure the tool. Okay, the tools may be any tools, like if you take SAP, if you take 365, if you take the ban, if you take Odoo or any other ERPs. So all this will comes as a plain cloth, and these requires a configuration. Okay, they have to do the configuration. And coming to understand the business requirement. Business requirement is nothing but, so let's take the same example of Tata Motors. And in Tata Motors, uh, sales manager is going to talk with the, if they are using SAP, so he is going to talk with SAP SD consultant. So what this consultant is going to do, he is going to take the he is going to take the requirement, like he is going to understand the uh, process process of their flow. So he's going to understand this process, like this process might be like how their sales flow is going to start. Like initially they might start from the like how customers are coming to sales, like either they are coming from inquiry, then they'll send a quotation, and then based on the quotation they'll get a sales order, then they delivered. Well, so that is nothing but goods issue, your GI. So based on after like delivery, They'll generate a sales invoice. So based on the invoice, they are going to receive the amount receivable. So like this flow is you have to understand. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's move to the topic. As I told you, no coding is needed. Like as I told you, no coding is needed. You just need to understand the business process and high demand. Like every company, you can take hospitals, banks, schools, factories. So all they are using ERP. This means the jobs are available in every sector. And career coming to the career growth. Uh, so you start as a ERP trainee, then ERP consultant, then senior consultant, later project manager or ERP head. An attractive salary like consultants really earns well compared to other IT jobs, and open to all backgrounds like anyone like engineers, graduates, engineers, commerce students, MBA graduates, even arts background. So anyone can start their career, and career break professionals also can restart their career easily. So if you are scared of coding or confused about where to begin in IT, ERP is your safest and smartest choice. I'll say this. Now, I know some of you might be thinking this sounds good, but with all of this AI coming in, will ERP consultants even be needed in future? Why will AI take over these jobs? That's a very valid doubt. So let me explain in simple words of all your worries. Like, see, AI can do many things inside ERP. Like it can automate, generates a report. It can predict the sales or demands. It can help in analyzing the data quickly. It can even act like a chatbot to answer the simple questions. So yes, AI will make ERP system smarter, but here's the important part. AI cannot replace the human ERP consultants. Why? Because ERP is not just about presenting, but not about pressing the buttons. ERP is about understanding how the business works. Every company is different. A hospital manages the patient in one way. A car company manages the production in another way. A banking manages accounts in differently. So AI cannot sit with the finance team and understands their specific needs. AI cannot convince the employees to accept new changes in the company, and AI cannot train the staff on how to use ERP. So these things need human consultants with problem solving and communication skills. So instead of replacing, AI will actually support ERP consultants. It will make you work faster and easier, but the company will still need you to guide the system. Think of it like this: AI is your assistant, you are still the boss who understands the business. Okay, let me share you two examples. One of my friend studied civil engineering. He had zero interest in coding. He started as a ERP trainee in purchase module, where he simply learned how companies buy the raw materials through ERP. Today, he is an ERP consultant working in abroad. And another person I know uh, studied commerce. She started as a finance ERP trainee. She today she didn't need coding, just accounting basics. Within 2 years, she became a finance ERP consultant in a multinational company. These stories show that you don't need to be from IT or computer science. With ERP, you can still build a strong career in IT. So let's wrap this up. Think of ERP as a brain of a company. It controls and connects everything, and ERP consultants are like the doctors who keeps the brain healthy and running. The best part is like these careers is open for everyone, whether you are from a fresher or from a non-IT background or even someone who restarting after a career break. You don't need coding skills. The demand is huge and the career growth is unlimited. And before you worried about AI taking over, remember AI can assist, but it cannot replace the role of a consultant who understands the people, process, and businesses. That's where your real value lies. In my next video, I'll show you the real demand of ERP consultants worldwide, and trust me, you'll be surprised how valuable these roles has become in today's job market. uh, if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss the next part. And if you have any doubts, just drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you.